The swift collapse of Afghanistan's American-trained military forces has put the Biden administration on the defensive, insisting it's not abandoning the Afghan government and its people. But as the Taliban move closer to Kabul, American diplomats are being evacuated from the U.S. embassy as the security situation worsens by the hour. Christina Ruffini is at the White House with more on all of this. Christina, good morning to you.
Good morning, Jeff. President Biden is away at Camp David this morning, but White House aides tell us he is monitoring the situation in Afghanistan closely. Meanwhile, that situation, as you saw in Roxana's piece, is rapidly devolving, with staff at the embassy being asked to destroy classified information and anything that could be used as propaganda, including American flags. With the situation in Afghanistan rapidly devolving, President Biden flew to Camp David without commenting.
But I do not regret my decision.
On Tuesday, the president defended his decision to withdraw U.S. military forces after 20 years at war.
They've got to fight for themselves, fight for their nation.
But over the next 48 hours, the fighting escalated, with the Taliban rapidly gaining ground, prompting the State Department to announce a drawdown at the U.S. Embassy in Kabul.
This is not abandonment. This is not an evacuation. This is not the wholesale withdrawal.
And the Pentagon announced it's sending 3,000 American troops back into Afghanistan to pull embassy personnel out.
We believe this is the prudent thing to do given the rapidly deteriorating security situation in and around Kabul.
The State Department denies the embassy is closing or moving to a fallback location at the heavily secured airport. But when asked about reports of staff being told to destroy classified materials, a department spokesperson told CBS News it was part of standard operating procedure for a diplomatic drawdown.
The message we are sending to the people of Afghanistan is one of enduring partnership.
Meanwhile, the people of Afghanistan can only watch as the U.S. moves out and the Taliban moves in. There is no way you can sit there and say that the people of Afghanistan, watching the Taliban take over provinces, watching their country crumble, are now going to watch American diplomats get on military planes and leave the country, that sends a signal that the U.S. is with them in the long haul, diplomatically.
This is about one thing and one thing only. It's about the priority this president attaches to the safety and security of Americans who serve in this government. That is not a priority that we are willing to risk.
The State Department spokesperson also pointed to the continued diplomatic and financial support the U.S. has provided to Afghanistan as evidence of that enduring support for the country. Now, Elaine, diplomatic sources tell me they're not only worried about the embassy, they're now concerned about the airport and what happens if hundreds of thousands of Afghans start to rush the flights trying to leave the country if Kabul starts to fall.
Fast-moving situation. Christina, thank you.